here is my thought process from my last Kadena video. I was envisioning that because it went below this origin line, which when we zoom out, it's very obvious, right? I'll zoom out in a bit, but this is not some line that'll go away and I won't ever use again. This will be relevant 3 years in the future. Because it went below the origin line, this guy, it needed to attempt to get back above it by strictly maintaining this structure. And once it broke the structure, if it happened at the origin line, then it would hit, it would go into this box for sure. And the analysis must have happened around here. Sunday, 13th. Yeah, I've covered it. I covered it on Tuesday. So let's zoom way into there to the 5 minute. Let's make this line more obvious. I don't know why it's like, there we go. And let's see how it worked out. Regardless of that formation, that triangle, I know that as long as it holds a higher low structure, it can keep working out, and the time it breaks it. So right here is when, so at this point right here, I wouldn't have shorted right there. I would have waited for it to come up to get rejected by the blue horizontal or the origin line. That's it. So it did break down pretty nicely, and the breakdown really started, right at these two lines. Support. Let's go way in. All right, so where's it going now? But we can see here that these are the lines in play, right? And it swooped just below this one again. So just like it swooped below this origin line, it's swooping below this guy. So it's grabbing liquidity. So people are putting stops and stuff down there, but there's liquidity. Or maybe it's because people are watching my videos and they're trying to buy right here. So prices or maybe trying to long there. You're getting stopped out. I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of liquidity being made just outside very obvious lines, and it's happened a few times in a row on Kadena. So I think it's probably because my viewership, if you're all along in the same fucking line, it's gonna go below it because all your stops or liquidations are gonna be there. It's gonna go past it. All right. Especially with this small of a cap. Hell, the exchanges will go do it themselves. Exchanges are the biggest whales out of almost anybody of crypto, holding Bitcoin, if they hold Bitcoin, right? They're screwing around with your money too. And they can see your orders, so just be careful. And this looks like it's my viewership doing it, if I had to guess. But anyway, what is this? So this is the monthly close. In general, I would be a little surprised if Kadena came back into this zone. I should make that not a black triangle. Let's say red or not. Black boxes I do want hit. I could see it barely getting into there, but getting much above about 89 cents. Kadena doesn't have a lot of buyers, and going up much more than 11% when SPX needs to head down. So unlike Bitcoin, I don't think this is going to have the gumption to behave normally after going below an origin line. Usually you'll want to come retest it. I think it's going to get rejected around this area. Maybe just barely poke its head in here. And this is going to be through the December backfill. So what I'm saying is going to last 14 days. It's not just tomorrow and you're going to get a God candle into there. No, I'm talking about over the next 14 to 15 days, about 2 weeks. It's going to have I think it's going to have a hard time even getting there. But if it gets there, it's going to have a hell of a time getting above. And really, unless Bitcoin is above its origin line, any price movement above this horizontal, especially if it hits this, not financial advice. So if Bitcoin is not above its origin line and Kadena comes all the way above here, to its origin line when it really shouldn't, I would personally consider a trap, and I personally, not you, not financial advice, I personally would begin looking for short opportunities. Again, so don't forget the key point. If it comes up here when Bitcoin is not above its origin line. If Bitcoin flies above its origin line, goes up to 18 and change, okay. What I'm saying, I would not make the same play. Does that make sense? So I need you to prepare for me to be wrong. Like, it's possible Bitcoin goes well above its origin line, which I've covered as well, but most of my content right now is it going to it. So in the event that something I'm not covering happens, I need you to be safe. If then statement, if Bitcoin is below its origin line, and that's it. All right. Because I can tell you guys and gals are playing this off of my analysis. Because the way it's dipping below places it really shouldn't. All right. It's y'all getting, the people doing high leverage, that's y'all getting liquidated. If you're playing the charts off of my levels. People on low leverage, that's you getting stopped out. Because it creates a bunch of liquidity, and the exchanges themselves know exactly where to go get it. And they have arbitrage bots to make price do the same thing on other exchanges. And this isn't held on a bunch of exchanges, so it wouldn't be a lot of work. So be careful with this stuff. All right. If it falls off this horizontal here, oh, wow. All right. See how to use your object tree. Watch me do this over here above me. Click one, hold shift. Click the last one, bring it in. Boom, bam, done. Oops. Now I need to go get that guy. Quick trading view tutorial. Okay. All right, finally. Ugh. I accidentally spotted a line. That line's going to be hit again. So it gets top, second one, third one. It's like skipping a rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gets smaller. And then it starts. So after the move up in April, so the April Fool's rally, that's where it starts being under everything. Right? Becomes more attempted support as opposed to resistance. Okay, so it needs to be tested as support again, most likely. Now let me put on my live chart. I'm going to zoom in. Won't be so sloppy. Just wait. Shit. That's pretty low. Fuck. I mean, man. This next one, it might fall straight through this, folks. Because I think it needs to touch it. And it can't wait too long because, this is quickly approaching zero. I think it needs to touch that line. And I think it's going to happen in December. I would say, because I think that line needs to be touched, there is a higher risk that this origin line gets blown through. So keep that in mind. So that would be at the level of maybe 60 cents. Because it'll go through it and hit this line, probably touch. It's probably going to be around here. Let me make it black triangle. Not very deep into December. There you go. That's a black triangle, right? Hey, you put two triangles together. Yeah, it's still a triangle. There you go. Wow. Honestly, folks, this is going to be a big line. There's the number. Wow. You ready? I mean, I've been talking about, 70 cent Kadena for quite some time. So, we're almost there, but it looks like it's going to blow through it. Looks like it has a chance to blow through it. But if you're a Kadena fan, that just means you can buy more. You're not looking for a bull run today. You're looking to accumulate. So the cheaper it is, the more you can accumulate with the same amount of money. So don't worry about it. Don't complain. But yeah, so all this means this line is even more important now, because it might blow through there. And that's, yes, so be very ready. So now we've talked about upside potentials, upside thoughts, downside thoughts, and what would initiate the downside bigger move, and what to look out for. That is Kadena.